Well, Don, the expectations will be what they always are, and that's be the best we can be in the state, win a state championship, and hopefully be one of the 10 teams vying for a national championship in the Enid, Oklahoma. And that's been our goal ever since I've been here, and that's what we strive for each and every day. And our players know the expectations that we have in our program, and they know that's what they got to come out and practice for each and every day. And if they don't have those goals and have high expectations, we're never going to reach goals that we set for ourselves. I like this bunch. We don't have a lot of returning guys. We got 11 returners, so we got a lot of new guys. A lot of new faces, 23 in all, who have never played a pitch of college baseball. But, they've done everything we've asked them to do this fall. They come out, they work hard, they play with energy and passion. And, the one thing they have to do is they have to get adjusted to the speed of college baseball, a little bit different than it is in high school. And, that's been a learning curve for them. But, each day we learn more about our team. Each time we're out at practice, each time we scrimmage or we play an off-campus game, we learn a little bit more. And they learn the speed of the game. They're getting adjusted to it. And it's been a good fall overall so far. Our returning guys in the field, we've got 4. 2 of them are behind the plate. Kobe Cagle and Logan McGrew, our 2 catchers, returned from last year. Both of them played a lot for us last year. Both of them were really good. And that's a good start, having those guys who are leaders on the field and engineering the defense, so to speak. That's a good place to start, to have experience there. In the field, we've only got 3 returning position players. Chase Fagan, who played some in the infield for us last year. End of the year, we moved him to the outfield. We've made him primarily an outfielder this year. So, he had a good year for us last year, offensively, defensively. When we moved him out to the outfield, it was kind of a natural position to him, and he didn't look out of place. So this fall has been really good for him to get more accustomed to the outfield. Dylan Minhennett, infielder for us. He second baseman, third baseman, ended up playing a little bit of shortstop last year, late in the year, but he's going to be a second base, third base guy for us this year. He's really had a good fall. Dylan's come a long way. Defensively, he's gotten so much better with his hands and his feet, and he's really turned the double play a lot better at second base. Offensively, he's had a good year. His barrel ball's up. A lot more consistent this fall than he was, a year ago. The other returning guy is Jansen Glasgow at first base. Kind of been out a little bit this fall with some arm injury, kind of a reoccurring thing from high school. So still trying to get him back healthy and get him back into everyday routine. Well, the mound is where we have our most experience, which is good. It's kind of the same thing with our catching. The 2 most important positions on the field is where we have the most of our experience. The guys who return for us, 2 starters, Josh Lewis, Ty Barnes. Both of them were in our rotation last year, and both were really good. Both of them are having a solid fall so far. And, we're counting on those guys a lot to really lead this pitching staff, because we do have some younger arms who are going to be good for us. But we need those guys to excel on the mound and kind of carry a big part of the load for us. Some guys out of the bullpen, we got Grant Atwood and Hayden Harrell, who contributed a lot for us out of the bullpen last year in matchup situations and tough situations. Those 2 guys, when they came to us last year, they were position players in high school. Hayden was a catcher, Grant was an outfielder, so last year was really their first year of pitching, so they were still trying to get used to it and get in the flow of pitching. So last year will be a big year for them coming into this year as far as experience, and now they've got a full season of pitching under their belt. They were a big part of our pitching staff last year coming out of the bullpen, and we expect a lot out of them to carry a lot of the load and be the main 2 guys out of the bullpen for us. Our outfield situation, we were able to bring in some pretty good outfielders that we feel who have really come in and taken over our outfield roles and have had a good fall for us. Isaac Williams in center field. Really all 3 of these guys were center fielders in high school. Isaac Williams, Brandon Parker, Preston Stringer, all 3 of those guys, are all freshmen, are all having a really good fall for us. You know, it's an adjustment for hitters getting used to college pitching every day, just seeing really good stuff, seeing really good breaking balls, and, you know, getting used to seeing a lot of changeups. So the offensive side has been a little bit of adjustment for them, but they've caught on to it pretty well. And, you know, they played really well so far this fall. We expect big things for them to patrol our outfield for us. The freshmen across the infield, we've got a lot of new faces, and at any position we've got depth. You know, I think we brought in a lot of depth at every position, which is going to help us along the way. And you know, Alden Davis has been a mainstay in the infield this fall. He's kind of played some third. We've kind of transitioned him to first base a little bit. He's typically a third baseman. Probably never played first. We've played him a good bit at first just to get him a little more acclimated to that position. And he has really come on to it really well. It's almost like home to him now. But he's had a really good fall. In the middle infield, we've got two guys who are going to be infielders, pitchers who are going to do both for us. Cullen O'Shea and Dustin Billy. Both of them have really performed well in the infield. They're at shortstop. They're going to, you know, pitch for us. They're going to be a big part of our pitching staff as well. And, you know, we've got to transfer Cody Marshall at shortstop there too, who's kind of battled some injuries here early in the fall, kind of just now getting him back, getting him healthy. But he's going to be a big part of what we do in the middle infield. You know, we got Fisher Ray, we got Castor Lee at second base. Castor can also transition over to third base for us if we need to. And the thing I like about our freshman infielders is they're not locked into one position. They're versatile, they're talented, and they're athletic. They're able to move around. They're not just solely second baseman or solely third baseman. We've moved them around a good bit, and just if you have an injury, it's not anything new to them. But I like our infielders and like the versatility that we have in them. That's exciting, being able, knowing we're going to have a full year in our stadium. We don't have to worry about, is it going to be finished? If not, where are we going to play? We know we're playing here. And, you know, that's exciting for us and exciting for our fans. And, you know, this has been the first fall we've had out of the last 3 where we've had a fall without all the construction going on. And, you know, it's been a little bit different. You know, our focus has been a little bit better, I think. We hadn't been distracted by all the machinery outside, although we do have the parking lot going on right now. That's not a distraction to us. But, you know, just knowing we're going to play a full year in our stadium, not have to worry about if and when or where, you know, that's exciting for us. The state's going to be as good as it always is. You know, the MAC-JAC, our state, is the best league in the country by far. You know, from top to bottom, we've got 15 teams in our league, and at any given date, any given time, home or road, if you don't show up with your best game, you can be beat. And that's just how competitive and how good our league is, and, you know, the quality teams that are in our league. So I expect it to be just as good as it ever is. And yeah, you can talk about this team, you can talk about that team, but it really don't matter who you talk about. Everybody's going to be good, everybody's going to be competitive.